Welcome to Miami, one of the largest and most famous cities in the United States. Florida is the Sunshine State, home to many interesting things, such as cruises, the Yacht Festival, pretty sunsets, surfboarding, Lincoln Road shopping, of course. I just finished shopping. I went to Brandy Melville. Whole Foods exists all across the United States, but Miami Whole Foods has the best chili and the best clam chowder. Miami is also home to the best nightlife. Everyone in Miami also owns very interesting cars. If you go to Ocean Drive, you're gonna find old cars or spray painted cars or fun cars like this one. Kind of reminds me of Tokyo a bit. Oh, by the way, this is the very first hotel I stayed at when I first came to Miami. It's a 3-star hotel, but if I could rate it, I'd give it 1 out of 10. Worst hotel ever. Dirty, filthy. My dad even almost stepped on a syringe. There were drug addicts at that place. Ugh. But you know, bad experiences are the best life lessons. And since then, we've only stayed at good hotels or Airbnbs. My main reason to visit Miami was to get high tides and good vibes. Michigan winters are harsh, so getting away from the cold winters is always a good idea. Swimming and getting a tan is the best part of the trip. Personally, I prefer being pale, but tanning a bit is necessary. Unfortunately, I got a really bad sunburn, and I was itchy the entire time. I had to put a lot of cream on me. I don't miss it. But you know, at least I enjoyed myself. Ate a lot of good food, such as these fish tacos. Honestly, they weren't the best tacos I've eaten. I can make better tasting tacos, but eating tacos after going swimming in the ocean always hits different. These desserts though, that pavlova was the best thing I've ever eaten. These red velvet pancakes, 8 out of 10. This tuna salad, it was pretty, it was okay-ish, but the only downside was that the tuna was way too salty. It felt like I was eating salt, not tuna. Wouldn't recommend. Not worth the price. This croissant, it was the best croissant I've ever eaten. This was a caramel flavored with caramel inside. It was pretty pricey, but whatever. I'm on vacation, so I can do whatever I want. Don't care about the mochi I'm gonna grow. Lincoln Road also had this very overpriced but very fancy ice cream shop with some cool, huge gumball machines. I had to buy a fancy pink gumball because, you know, the coquette aesthetic. Gumballs are probably the only thing I can afford in this economy. After I bought the gumball and continued on with my walk, this friendly, energetic homeless guy wanted to say hi. Anyway, back to rating food. I'd say this Japanese restaurant was the best one I've eaten on this trip. I liked the interior especially. It felt like sitting inside a beehive. Never seen anything like this before. The food was really good too. It was overpriced, but at least it was tasty, so it was worth it. They also gave you this little tablet that turned out to be a towel. You just drop it in hot water, it turns into a towel, and you use it to wash your hands. I thought this was pretty cool. You don't see something like this every day. I had to share this with y'all. Every year in Miami there's a Yacht Festival, but unfortunately I didn't get to make it. But I did get to explore this Yacht parking lot, which was pretty interesting. I'm convinced everyone in Miami owns one because Miami's on an ocean, there's a canal. Miami's also one long big street, and I think it's more convenient to get around on a yacht than a car. No matter where you go, you're always gonna see someone on a yacht. Every day I came up to this pier to look at the water and look at the fishies. My favorite thing about Miami is probably the views. I love this combination of the Atlantic Ocean and the city. Another thing I love about Miami is that since everyone shows at the beach, you can wear your bikini anywhere, even if you're just going out to the city. People bring their dogs to the beach. Look at this handsome little guy. And just like that, I cannot get enough of the ocean. Miami is also home to lots of interesting species, iguanas and lizards. Roaming the city is just a normal day in Florida. It's like seeing a squirrel here. Scientists say that butterflies are going extinct, but on this trip I saw lots of butterflies. Sometimes I saw several at a time. This gives me hope that they might be coming back. I honestly still can't believe I caught this on camera. I've never seen a fish hide under a jellyfish to protect itself from predators. It was like filming a marine life documentary or something. I thought it would be too hot for squirrels, but here they are. And they're very friendly too. They're not scared of humans. Parrots are a normal sight around here too. They're everywhere. They're kind of hard to see though because they like to fly up high and hide in the trees. I had to climb a tree and zoom in on max to get this shot of them. When I was in Japan, I went to the Team Labs Planets Museum. I fell in love. It was like visiting a different planet. Team Labs also had an outdoor exhibition in Osaka. I went there and fell in love just like the museum in Tokyo. When I found out that Miami also had a Team Labs exhibition at the Museum Super Blue, I knew I had to go check it out. I was so excited to show it to my family, but oh boy, I was so disappointed. It was such a big ripoff. I was so disappointed, I cried.
The surface area of a tennis court.
The exhibition itself was pretty boring. It was nothing like what they had in Japan or what they advertised. This interactive piece was kind of cool though, I will admit. You place your hand under a lamp, one of the light bulbs feels your heartbeat and lights up to the beat of your heartbeat. Pretty cool, right? Another thing I really did not like was that the staff just would not leave us alone. They would try to talk to us, but we could not hear them because of the loud music, and we would just tell them to leave us alone. We would try to get away from them, but they kept following us to try to talk to us. And when we tried to go into a different room, they would tell us, no, you can't leave yet. Ugh, just let me look around, damn it. But yeah, for the long car ride and the extremely high price, it was not worth it. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, and it was so underwhelming after the ones in Japan. But you know, I don't regret going. At least I know what it's like. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. I worked hard on it. See you next time. Bye-bye.